In English, we use WH questions to get more information. These questions begin with words like what, where, when, why, who, and how. The structure depends on the subject. If the subject is he, she, or it, use does. For example, where does she live? If the subject is I, you, we, or they, use do. For example, what do you do on weekends? Remember, after do and does, always use the base form of the verb. No s or es even for he, she, it. Let's now practice 50 common WH questions in simple present tense. Repeat each one after me. What do you do every morning? What do you do every morning? Where do you live? Where do you live? When do you wake up? When do you wake up? Why do they study so hard? Why do they study so hard? Who teaches you English? Who teaches you English? How do you go to school? How do you go to school? What does she eat for breakfast? What does she eat for breakfast? Where does he work? Where does he work? When does the class start? When does the class start? Why does she cry? Why does she cry? Who plays the guitar? Who plays the guitar? How do they cook pasta? How do they cook pasta? What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed? Where does your friend live? Where does your friend live? What do you like to eat? What do you like to eat? Why do you laugh so much? Why do you laugh so much? Who washes the dishes? Who washes the dishes? How does your brother travel to work? How does your brother travel to work? When do you study English? When do you study English? What does he watch on TV? What does he watch on TV? Where do they buy groceries? Where do they buy groceries? Why do children play outside? Why do children play outside? What does your sister wear to school? What does your sister wear to school? When does your mom clean the house? When does your mom cleans the house? Who helps you with homework? Who helps you with homework? How do you make tea? How do you make tea? What do they talk about? What do they talk about? Where does your cousin study? Where does your cousin study? Why does it rain a lot in April? Why does it rain a lot in April? Who takes care of the baby? Who takes care of the baby? What do students need in class? What do students need in class? When do you go shopping? When do you go shopping? Why do birds sing in the morning? Why do birds sing in the morning? Who opens the shop? Who opens the shop? How does she prepare breakfast? How does she prepare breakfast? What does your father read? What does your father read? Where does the cat sleep? Where does the cat sleep? What kind of books do you read? What kind of books do you read? Who teaches science in your school? Who teaches science in your school? Why do you visit your grandma? Why do you visit your grandma? How do they celebrate birthdays? How do they celebrate birthdays? What do you wear in winter? What do you wear in winter? Where does he keep his money? Where does he keep his money? Why does he go to the gym? Why does he go to the gym? Who cleans the classroom? Who cleans the classroom? What music do you listen to? What music do you listen to? When does your school start? When does your school start? How does the train arrive on time? How does the train arrive on time? Why do you skip breakfast? Why do you skip breakfast? Where do we meet after class? Where do we meet after class? Great job. Keep practicing these WH questions to improve your fluency. Please like, share, and subscribe for more English lessons. Thank you.